Josh and Athena, good morning. How are you guys?
Hello.
So
Thanks for
great. How are you?
Doing fantastic. I feel like we just did this intro, but here we are again. Yes, that's right. Oh my
It's always
goodness.
good to have niceties like that a second time.
Yes.
That was the
yes,
dress rehearsal.
That's that was the dress rehearsal. Yes, that's right. And I'm not really that fully dressed. Well, I am fully dressed. I don't even know what I'm saying. I just woke up out of the bed, really, if you want to know the honest truth. All right, so let's go
I'm
ahead
not
and
wearing pants.
oh, you're
So
not wearing pants. Oh, Josh, hold on. Now we got to see.
I haven't worn pants since the pandemic began. So
yeah,
Well, I'm wearing shorts, so shorts and a nice
there you
top.
go.
Yeah. Oh my
See, you're
goodness.
almost there.
Yeah, no, let me take the shorts off. Then it'll be a rated R show for NBC. This season, we'll finally meet Grace's side of the family, including her stepbrother. So, how excited are you for fans to get to see this side of your character?
I'm very excited. I always thought that was a bit of a lacking thing that we didn't have, that we had never met anyone from Grace's side of the family. For this woman who has gone through so much, half of her family just vanishes into thin air and then they reappear out of thin air and she has a baby.
Yes.
And, usually someone from the family would come knocking on the door saying, do you need any help? What can I do for you? So I do think that it's a great development of Grace's character and who she was before she was, Grace of Ben and Grace. And there are some surprising things that you will learn about Grace, which I think are just fun little tidbits. And also you learn why no one from her family came knocking on the door to say, do you need any help? And there's this very beautiful kind of story arc that plays out with her stepbrother and her. And it's also part of the wider story because you sort of, once again, the family is in peril and there is a threat that's introduced. And that's sort of what sends her off to reconcile with her estranged stepbrother.
Now, Josh, going back to you and your character, you play Ben in Manifest. What is the growth that the fans will get to see from your character?
I mean, this character goes through such a journey from season 1 to now. And as we start the season, we see, we see Ben on a crusade to spread the word that if we follow the callings, we survive. And this will push him on a journey to spread the good word amongst his fellow passengers, but not everyone will be on board with that. And this will push Ben into a much darker place as the season goes on.
Now, what's the important message that you both want the fans to take away from the third season of Manifest? Athena, I'll let you start off on this one.
Yeah, that's interesting because I actually feel like there are a few for them to choose from because the characters in the story, and I don't mean Ben and Grace by this because they're actually quite united throughout the season, which the Grayson fans will be happy about. But there are, Ben has come to this conclusion that the passengers need to band together and follow the callings. And that is the way forward. And that is the way toward everyone's salvation. And so I don't know. I mean, not to get too sort of, philosophical with it, but it is kind of an interesting parallel with what's going on with the whole world right now with the pandemic, that, the way that we are able to sort of survive this and do well through this is if we take care of one another. And, I don't want to preach, but my mask protects you and your mask protects me. And, just that kind of, and now with the vaccine campaign and everyone getting vaccinated and then we'll reach herd immunity sooner. I don't know, maybe I actually wasn't planning on going on this tangent, but as you ask the question, it kind of becomes apparent that wow, we are all in this boat of this pandemic. And the characters in the TV show are all in this boat of the callings and the, whatever supernatural thing is happening to them. So I think it's just a message of unity and a message of taking care of your neighbor and, loving one another.
Very well said. Do you have anything to add to that, Josh?
I don't. It was so beautifully said, and I think that that's exactly right. Season 3 is about redemption, and it's about the choices we make as individuals aren't just the answer. It's the choices we make as a community, and that will push us towards survival. And it's about coming together.